It is correct. Da, 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 da. Mm-mm. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ooh, hello? Hello? Do I need that open? I don't need that open. I think I can close. Yeah, I'm going to close that. Hello, Kaleidoscope. It's good seeing you. Hello. Whoa. How are ya doing today? Happy Saturday. Da 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 da. Ba-dum. I took the longest nap today and I feel rather refreshed. Rather refreshed. I went out. I went to a bookstore. I got a chance to go see some stuff. And I went to go see a movie. I went to go see a movie today and it felt wonderful. Sit in the theater and semi fall asleep in the theater chair. I don't know what is wrong with me, but I tend to do that sometimes. Hi, Ridley. Welcome in. It's good seeing you today. I hope all is well. I'm really excited today. I'm always excited about a stream, but today is a little bit different. We're going to be learning HTML and CSS in Code Academy. I don't know why. I thought we might as well try and do it. It was a charity incentive, so I uphold to that charity incentive for the rest of my life because CSS and HTML is going to take a hot minute. Hi, Simi, Eva, welcome in. It's good seeing you. Yeah, I always get sleepy too in theaters. I don't know why. They make those chairs way too comfortable, and I'm just like, ooh, I'm a little bit sleepy. Because the thing is, I went to go see a movie. It's been out for like maybe it's been out for 2 weeks now. It came out last week, actually. I believe on the 18th. The movie is called Sinners. Yeah, it literally came out last week in the theaters, and I went to go see it. I was debating between two different things. Like, do I want to go see the Minecraft movie or do I want to go see Sinners? And I'm like, I want to go see Sinners because it looks cooler. And Minecraft is Minecraft. I mean, it's a great movie. I haven't seen it, but I've seen so many trailers and so many things about it that I'm like, I'll just wait until it's on streaming. But Sinners is what I needed to see. And it was so good. It is literally the best movie I've ever seen in my entire life of this year. And I'm just like, I'm going to go see it again. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes, and I'm going to see it again. It is so good. I always stay until the very end because sometimes they always show something at the end of a movie. I don't leave. I don't leave until it's over. Like after the credits, they show a little sneak preview. They do that with Marvel films. Ryan Coogler, wonderful. But you have to see it. If you haven't seen it, you should. Because I'm firmly believing in the next like week or so, it's going to be because Thunderbolt comes out on the 4th of May, and I feel like there will be less theaters for like other movies because Marvel's so big and they just like carve out space for them every time. But I would go see if you ever get a chance to. But yeah, we're talking about Sinners. We are. We're talking about the movie Sinners. Hi, Coupon. Hi, Jessian. Hello. Hi, Moonlight. Welcome in. It's good seeing you. And hi, Simtra. Welcome in. And thank you for the daily click as well. But yeah, I went to go see the movie today around like 1:45 p.m. this afternoon. Luckily, it was a matinee, so I only had to pay $10 for my theater ticket instead of 17. So that's a plus. But in the very beginning, I'm not gonna spoil it because that would be very bad. It's only been out for like a week or 2 weeks at least at this point. But when I was watching it, I was so stunned. I was so surprised. I knew I was gonna fall in love with it because I've heard so many great reviews about it already. But I'm just like, this is great. I love vampires. I'm a good sucker for like vampire horror. It's just so good. Every single minute of that movie was so good. So good. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about it. Yeah, same. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about Sinners. Not a single bad note. Because right now, I think, where's the Rotten Tomatoes thing? Here it is. Rotten tomatoes, if you will, on the website. I go and pull it up. Here it is. Because literally, why is my skin like that? That's weird. That's concerning. But it literally is 98% tomato meter and then 97% popcorn meter. So like it just gets better and better and better each and every time. And I'm like, yes, this is what we need to see and hear, like every minute of it, top tier. I have yet to see Until Dawn or The Accountant 2. I'm just not too sure, but I have hope. I have high hopes for all of it. But how are you all doing though today? How have you been? I need to pull up something on my computer real quick before I do anything. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where is it at? Aha, here you are. Can we not have that? That would be what? Aha, here you are. That off. Hope so. I sure hope so. That would be great. Because Ryan Coogler, he's amazing. I mean, there's also like was that Jack Black? No, not Jack Black. No. He's great. He's great too. He's great. But I meant Jordan Peele. Oh my gosh. Jordan Peele is another great one that I really love because his movies are insanely scary. Well, not scary, but like they're just like they're out of this world. Because I only saw him as like, oh, he's just funny. He's comedy. And I'm like, oh no, he's actually insane. He's crazy. Like crazy in a good way. Like I've seen Get Out, I've seen Nope, I've seen Us, I've seen almost all the things that he's made. And I'm just like, oh, no. Horrified. But I love it. I love it. But I think honestly, Kugler is gonna dip his toe more into like the horror sector. I have a feeling that he will. It's only a matter of time that I think after this whole Sinners movie press and stuff kind of goes through, it's gonna get better and better. Cause like if we look at his thing, I mean personally, he's great. He has a couple of projects that he's working on at the moment that he's producing and directing. So, I mean, there's hope. There's definitely hope. There's a lot of good things in the works that we haven't heard about, but who really knows? I mean, I personally am looking forward to Eyes of Wakanda and Ironheart. Even though those are mini series, I'm still looking forward to seeing how that's going to be personally with all of that. Um, Oh, honestly, just like with the Senate, I wasn't sure about Get Out, but when I first saw the trailers, especially when I found out who was behind it, yeah. But then they were so good. Fingers crossed, we get a film about made by both of them. I hope so. Yeah, Us shook me to my core. I was like, "Ooh, no! I can't do it. I can't do it." Because the thing is, what my problem is I tend to watch this stuff at night, which is not really like the best idea. I would say not the best idea to watch horror films at night. If you do that, I mean, go right ahead. I won't stop you, but I only have select few, and then I eventually just watch a nice, good comedy movie after the fact. Because it gets scary, I will tell you. I've seen the movie, what was that movie called? Dead Silent. That was also freaky. And I watched it and like, oh, this is a little bit horrifying. I'm not a big fan, but I'll watch it. But I watched it at night, which made it even more scary, but made me fall in love with the film even more. I think horror just has like a good, or like good depending on like who makes it and how the story is being told. But I'm a movie buff. I love watching movies that pique my interest, that kind of get me thinking about, am I gonna like it? If I'm not gonna like it, what's the whole plot line? What's the end result for it all? I just really want to know personally. Oh, ooh, hold on. I'm doing something real quick. Ooh, that is not how you spell that. This one. There we go. Perfect. I do this as well. Spell that right? I don't think I spelled that right. Oh, you like watching horrors at night? It's more fun watching it at night than the day. Because when you watch it in the day, it's like, is it gonna be good? You don't get the full effect if you watch it in the day. I think so. When you watch it at night, that's when you know it's gonna be good. Because then you can sit back, relax, fall asleep, scream, do what you want to do, and then go about your day. Like, it feels like if you watch it at night in a theater, I'm like, ooh, no. I don't think I could do it in a theater. I think the only horror movie I saw in the theater, I don't really count this as like, well, what do you really count? No, I don't think I've ever seen a horror movie in a theater before. I've only ever watched it in my own home. And I don't really count Twilight as like horror, like at all, just because Twilight is like fantasy, romance, supernatural, all wrapped into one. So I'm like, that's not really horror. It can be, depending on who you ask, but yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, now you're inspired to watch horror tonight? Yes. You should. Everyone should, personally. Everyone should. Daytime horror is fine with you? Good, good. Honestly, daytime horror, I think it really depends for me though. I don't mind daytime horror. I don't get the same effects. I think when I see light outside, I'm like, okay, this is fine. It's okay. I'm not scared. But no, that's cool. What is your favorite horror movie then? But also Ray, welcome in. And also Sia, welcome in. Only here for a few. Internet's down. Oh, I hope the internet gets fixed very soon. Or the internet's down. I do not like when the internet is down. It is not a great thing at all. Ooh. Move this all over here. Do that. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I did everything I need to do. No horror for you. You have too many nightmares IRL, so we don't want more of that in movies. No, valid. I don't like movies that have clowns in it. I don't mind clown movies, but they're just creepy. They give me nightmares sometimes too. I was like, this should not be allowed in theaters. It should not be allowed anywhere. My dream movie would be horror that only lasts throughout half of the movie, and then it can change later. That's where I stand, personally. But, friends, today, if you're not aware, we are doing a fun new thing on stream. Now, this was a charity incentive, since we are fundraising for Hope for Haiti today and for the rest of the month of April. There was a charity incentive that we had that if we had raised some amount of money for Hope for Haiti, we would do a HTML and CSS stream. Now, I'm going to be using Code Academy because that is the only website that I know that one is user-friendly and actually helps my brain think. Now, I already have a background in UI UX design, and I've done my fair share of HTML and CSS coding way back in the day of MySpace, which was very little, but I know a little bit, but I don't know a lot. I learned it in school with my degree, but I did not retain that knowledge. because that was a lot and that made my brain hurt. So I'm gonna do it for fun and try something new. Plus, I would also want to like redesign my website again anyway. Nighttime horror means no sleep. Daytime means peace. And I do not do scary movies. Strange because I like Halloween. No, honestly, valid. I like Halloween. Halloween was not bad. Oh, they say it won't fix until like 10 p.m., but I think it was like an attempt to sabotage you. No, I'm so sorry. I don't also fix until 10 p.m. That's late. That's late to me. Usually they always say like it's gonna be fixed by like 5 o'clock or 7. That's late. But they're trying to sabotage you, and I don't like that for you. No, you valid. Well, you know, what was the last one I saw? Can't remember. You love killer clowns from outer space. It's kind of corny though, which makes it great. Yeah, see, that's the thing with horror movies that are meant to like are horror based and funny at the same time. That's okay. Like if you've ever seen that one movie franchise, oh my gosh, Killer Clowns of Outer Space, that looks like a cartoon. If you ever seen the franchise Scary Movie, like not the horror ones, but like the funny scary movies, those are downright corny and funny all the same time, but they're not even fun. They're not even scary to me, but I love them. Hello, Savvy, welcome in. It's good seeing you today. I hope all is well and swell. Oh, it went down at 5:30. Oh, okay, that makes more sense than why it's gonna be fixed until like 10 p.m. Okay. Have I ever tried HTML CSS games like Flex Froggy? No. I have never played any like CSS or HTML games before because I didn't know they existed. But I'll have to check them out though. I'm not familiar with those. No. What are they like? I guess I assume you would have to type in like code to get like to the next level or like achieve to the next point. I would assume so. Okay, there we go. That looks a lot brighter on my screen. Anywho. Oh, fun! Flex Box Froggy. Let's see. Flex Box Froggy, you say? Oh, wait, that looks very fun. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I guess in between, like, because we're gonna do this like weekly is the thing, and I will have to check out those games because I love games and I like learning. And with like HTML and CSS, it can be daunting at times. So when you make it a fun thing, that's more fun. Well, thank you so much, Tulip, for that. I appreciate that a lot. You just want to be home. You've been out for a little bit of the day, but your brother's forcing you to go to gym. Oh, honestly, I've been out all day too. I've been out since 12 p.m. I went to a piano lesson today. That was very fun. I feel like piano and me are like button heads sometimes, so I'm still like getting into the groove of that. And then I also went to the bookstore to sign up for a writing workshop for like the next like 10 weeks, I think. And then I went to the movies. I saw the movie Sinners. Very good. 2-hour long movie. Wonderful. But then I also discovered that it is actually, I believe, isn't it Indie Bookstore Day? I believe it's Indie Bookstore Day. Oh, it is, yeah. Indie Bookstore Day, one-day national party that takes place on the indie bookstores across the country. So if you have not gone to an indie bookstore, you should pick out some books from your local indie bookstore. Oh, so the other thing I wanted to mention, so this is a little passion project of mine. I used to make websites for fun when I was younger. And when I mean younger, when I was in college. And I had to do it. but it was fun for me. I made apps and fake websites for random things. I didn't know what I was doing, but I had fun doing it. I still have the sheet of paper that I did for class way back in the day. I tried to make a mobile app for pets, like a user-friendly application that helps users find their perfect pet companion. And then users will be able to find the pet that best suits their style by selecting categories and selecting filters to narrow down their search. So this was mainly because I wanted to have a dog. And this was like years ago. But I'm like, I now have a dog, so it kind of makes sense. Oh, the Reptile Expo, which is basically the reptile convention where you have snakes and all sorts of things. Ooh, wait, that's really fun. Oh, you did not like seeing the spider though? I don't like spiders at all. I do not like spiders at all. But that's really cool though. A Reptile Expo. I think I've been to one before, I think. A long time, like over 10 years ago. That's cool. I didn't know those were like always like a thing. You still have them around. That's a cute app idea to work with. Thank you. I thought it'd be really fun. I wrote it all and everything. I have like the sheets over here. You can barely see them. I wrote all these so many years ago for like school on a sheet of paper. I had to sketch them out. I had to do like scenarios of what like the things were going to be. And it was just like a whole thing. And it was functional too. But let me just like fix that though. But I had scenario 1, and then I had scenario 2. And then I think I had another scenario. And then I started doing like wireframes of everything, like what did I want it to look like, and also what happens when you select certain things. So like when you select I filter of like, is it in a shelter or not, what age, what size, what breed, and then it kind of just gives you all of that. Yeah, I think I did all this in Adobe XD a long time ago, and it was really fun learning Adobe XD. Hi Tess, welcome in. It's good seeing you today. I hope all is well and swell with you. Happy Saturday. We're learning HTML and CSS today. Something different, not Sims, not Stardew, nothing video game related, but just learning HTML and CSS. It's like, why not? Why not? A fun skill to learn. I have a background in UI, UX design. Didn't retain much knowledge of all that, but I do love being creative and learning a new skill. Yeah, I have learned Figma. So I started dabbling more into Figma after Adobe XD started becoming a little bit buggy for me after a while. And I'm still getting the hang of it. It's more user-friendly, I have found, navigating certain like components and prototyping and everything. But I really, really like Figma. Figma is really nice. It's very smooth too. I'm trying to like add in all of my what's it called, like social media icons and like different like assets that I used to have on Adobe XD and what I had in like some other folders on my Google Drive that I want to import in. But yeah. That was like the idea, very retro. When I made apps and stuff back then, I was like, I want to be retro, I want to be different. Because I was really into mid-century modern, and I still am. But the color schemes is like my style. Oh, you made an app a while ago to track your markers and color pencils. Ooh, you lost it when the server-side support of the app closed. Oh no. Oh. Well, I hope you'll be able to recreate it. Have I learned much about Figma? Yeah, a little bit. I think, where is it at? I also wanted to show you that too. So I have Figma pulled up. The thing is, all of my ideas are based around The Sims. So I have this Sim who is going to school to become a music producer, writer, a singer-songwriter basically, but wants to produce music. So here am I I'm going to use a Sim that I have named, I think, Winston Jordan O'Connor. He's my Gen 2 Sim. And I'm like, okay, his grandma is Aspen Diane O'Connor, social media icon, actress, does a lot of did a lot of charity work, doctor in The Sims, and then his mother is a doctor and stuff like that. And his father, Sergio Romeo, loved music and DJing, so he had a passion for that. So Winston's taking over like his father and his father, mother, and grandmother's like legacy and everything. And I just want to make a fake website for him for no reason. I mean, it's not going to be a real website, but it helps me learn something new. So I'm gonna make a fake website in Figma for him. I have like, this is gonna be like the home page. I have an idea of like having his album cover here, where you can like listen to it or pre-order. It's like photos, stuff like just a lot of information on the home page, and then I'm just kind of branch it out into different things of newsletter stuff, the Ask Him Diane Fund, which is like a charity organization thing, and then like collections, which is a collection of all of his songs, merch if he has merch, and then music, vinyl, CDs, cassettes, things like that. So we're going to do a lot of creative stuff. Oh, most recently, most of your programming was has been in C++. Ooh, yeah, I am not very good at C++ either. I'm very, very bad at it. But I've learned a few things of like on like watching YouTube videos. I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. No. I only know how to do certain things, like Sims related things I know how to do. But when it comes to other things that is not Sims related, I'm like, I have no clue what I'm doing. Like I can manipulate code and modify things for like Sims objects. But if it's like something else, I'm like, that's a whole other skill that I haven't learned yet. So, but maybe you can try again. I believe with Code Academy, which is what we're using today, Code Academy has a plethora of like, what's it called? Yeah, a plethora of courses on here that you can learn from. Python, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, SQL, Java, C++. They have that. They have an 11-hour free course that you can learn C++ all over again if you wanted to. So they have a lot of free courses on here that you can try. And of course, they have like paid ones for like a skill path. If you're getting a new career, you want to learn something new, they also have that as well. But they got a free course on Code Academy for C++. So maybe again, you could try. It's like 11 hours. You can always break it up. It's very beginner friendly, so that's kind of the major plus. Oh, you had to do a website for a social media campaign for a company. Oh, you made up in your last semester of college and was fun. I did the same thing. So I asked my professor, that's not the right one. I asked my professor if I could like make a fake website. And I gave him the scenario and everything. He's like, sure, why not? Do what you want to do, I guess. And so I did what I had to do. I made a fake website for a sim. Here it is. Yeah, I made a fake website for a sim. I made a what's it called? A floral plant website for fun. I made this back in 2020. Like floral arrangements. A website. Oh, this from is scratching such a inch in your brain. Sims and coding and web design. Yes. This is what we need. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to inspire myself to do something different and like just regain new skills that I haven't learned in a while, but also give you all the opportunity to maybe learn something new as well. It was the perfect thing for your portfolio. Same here. I was gonna try and get a job in UI UX design, but the job market back in 2020 was basically non-existent. So I was like, I'll just stream full time instead and make content full time. And here I am doing that. So, but yeah, I have also I've dabbled in so many websites. Like I've used web.com, wix.com, Weebly. I've used almost every single website known in the world. But now all I use is Squarespace. for everything to host like my websites and host like my storefront, and it's a lot easier. So I find like learning HTML and CSS will help me relearn what I learned in school, but then also apply those skill sets and make a mock-up for my UI skill set in Figma, and then translate that into Squarespace to redesign my website. I have two websites actually. I have this website, springsims.com, which is like my main website that I designed in Squarespace, of using like utilizing their tools and everything. It's kind of fun, but I've learned a lot of how to make websites through trial and error. And so it's helped me a lot of learning how to do and what not to do with certain things. But it's nice. So I definitely want to redesign this website maybe again, but then also redesign my stationery store. I used to be pretty involved in programming a modded version of an indie game. Ooh, but haven't done anything with it in a few years. Maybe you can pick it back up again. Maybe. I had an idea of like making my own video game or my own indie game, but I know that game development is so hard and takes a lot of time. And I was like, ooh, do I really want to get into that? But I might as well. Why not? Who knows? This also makes makes projects fun to do something you're passionate about. Exactly. And that was like my whole thing. I wanted to learn something that I was passionate about. Sims, coding, web development. It's just like always fun. I don't know if you were here in the beginning when I had discussed that most of my coding, like HTML and CSS, all started when I had a MySpace account. If you remember MySpace, that's when I kind of like originally realized I kind of like this. And then I discovered Tumblr, and that was like my pathway in. Like, yes, I love customization. I want to learn everything about it. So I delved deep into like graphic design, video editing, all that fun stuff without any formal training. It was all through trial and error, and then I got a degree in it. So now I'm like, okay, this is fun. But MySpace was my start. Customizing my background, customizing my my playlist. Like the whole thing was just fun. Even had that for YouTube back in the day. You could change your YouTube background in the very beginning of the YouTube days, which I kind of forgot that existed. So it was wild. Fun. Oh, you used to make MySpace layouts for your classmates. You are so cool. That is so, you are very cool. That is, you were, I hope you were in the top 10 in those friends lists. I really hope you were in their top 10, because that's iconic. That's iconic. Anyway, friends, we shall start with something today. So I'm gonna utilize the skill path mainly because I want to get a certificate and I did something. And this will kind of go through everything of building a website with HTML, CSS, and GitHub pages, which I personally have never used GitHub, but I'm familiar with it. It'll help us learn the basics of web development to build our own website, including HTML, CSS, responsive design, Flexbox, CSS transitions, GitHub pages, and more. We'll read and write basic HTML, implement basic web development principles, build a static website, and launch a website with GitHub pages. Okay, sure. I like the little syllabus that shows everything. It's 9 units. It'll take us 14 hours to complete. It could take us longer depending on how fast or slow we go. Or at least I do, really. I'm slow. But it's nice that there's like a syllabus and you can take your time with it. It's really fun. I know, I miss MySpace too. Tom was our best friend, our only friend really in that whole universe of everything. Now he's a photographer and thriving. He took the money and ran. I don't blame him. I really don't blame him. He took those millions of dollars and ran and started to travel the world with photography. I mean, props to him. Hey, I don't blame him. Like, hey, I'll take $1 million if you sell. Like, Plus, back then, honestly, $1 million is like 10 million now, probably, but still, I don't blame him. But let's click start. Oh wait, I didn't read this. Wait, so about the skill path, one of the best ways to start coding is by building websites. Whether you want to tweak your business website, hone your web development skills, or learn to collaborate with developers, the skill path will help you get there. Learn important HTML and CSS fundamentals and practice your new skills with real world projects. 15 projects, 14 hours, no prerequisites, and skill level is beginner. Cool. Yay! Oh, used to get hired to do MySpace layouts for local businesses to match their website. The good old days. I love that. Those were the best days when life was simple. I think so. American entrepreneur. He's 54? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, so he sold MySpace to like some news corporation in 2005, which feels so long ago. Mike, this was like also around the time when YouTube started launching. YouTube launched like in 2005. They just had their 20th anniversary like not too long ago. But he sold it for $580 million. That's a lot of money. That's crazy. And now MySpace is like some music website, which feels so weird. And my brain, I don't know if this was a rumor or not, but wasn't there a rumor about Justin Timberlake buying MySpace or something? Or was I thinking something else? Also, Angel Eyes, thank you for the daily click for Palestine, by the way. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, okay. So it says, welcome to build a website with HTML and CSS and GitHub. Build a website with HTML and CSS and GitHub pages will a skill path that covers the skill professionals use to develop websites from scratch. From the duration of this program, you will take a Code Academy lessons, complete projects on and off platform, and complete quizzes to test your knowledge along the way. You'll also build a series of professional website modeled after realistic freelance projects. These projects will prepare you to build websites on your own. Throughout the Code Academy skill path, there will be many opportunities to practice what you've learned. While there will be many smaller projects along the way, the following projects will provide a more cumulative experience and help you build your portfolio. I mean, okay. Arts and craft website. Oh, Dasimoto Arts and Crafts appears in the unit building websites on your own computer. T Cozy, and then Colmar Academy. Code Academy alumni testimonials. Now that I can code, I work better with my team. It helps me be a leader, not a manager. I've been able to close more deals with my business. Okay. Cool. Do that. Let me snooze all the ads real quick. Oh. Ooh, hold on. We're already in. We're buckling in, friends. This is the beginning of our HTML days. I already have, I have my full-on notebook and everything. I went through my closet because I was trying to clean. But I have my good old handy-dandy college rule notebook. Subject one subject. Basically a 5-star notebook. As we all have had in school, you had a 5-star notebook, you know. But I've got a blank piece of paper. I've got a pen. So I'm ready to write down everything I need to know. Look, I'm going back to school without paying money. Well, I did pay for a subscription for a whole year, so there's that, but it's less expensive. So, still, Anyway, introduction to HTML. Welcome to the world of code. Last year, millions of users from the community have started with HTML. Why? HTML is the skeleton of all website or web pages. It's often the first language learned by developers, marketers, and designers, and is code for front-end development work. If this is your first time teaching code, we're excited that you're about to what you're going to create. Oh. HTML provides structure to the content appearing on the website, such as images, text, video. Right-hand click on any page on a website and choose inspect. Oh, the other thing too, what I love a real life example. Twitch. So if we go to twitch.tv, yeah, so if you go to twitch.tv, the website, and it says if you right click on any website and go to inspect, I don't know if anyone has ever done this, but I do this all the time. I don't know what I'm looking at half the time, but I go into this all the time and like look at and see really much like what is like the general size of the front page carousel, like how big is like the resolution, like is it a certain size, is it a certain frame, like how do they do that, especially like, with the arrows and everything. And even like the shelves, how does that also work too? Like what's the size of those? How do they decide what goes on here and everything? How does that function? Like I do this on every single website because it's so fun to see like the coding side of it all. I mean, I have no clue, but it's nice. Oh, at your school, if you had a 5-star notebook, your family had money? No, literally, yes. Yes. I think I had, my family was not rich. I got these from the dollar store and Walmart. Walmart, iconic. But I really didn't, I had so many 5-star notebooks. And then I had one of those like college rule notebooks, like those like plain, small looking ones, like with those rounded edges. I always had those. And then I just wrote random stories in them, but did not actually write any notes. Oh, you looked it up, and I think Justin was like, who? Oh, okay, bought a share into the MySpace way back when it was sold. Okay, nothing new I can see about it though. Okay, I figured, so I wasn't crazy. I'm like, Justin Timberlake somehow involved in this. And there were like headlines. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. I like it. I like. Also, Sphinx Ray, welcome in. It's good seeing you today. We're learning HTML and CSS in Code Academy for the very first time as a fun little project for us. And for me, I'm going to try and redesign my whole website from scratch. But this was a charity incentive for Hope for Haiti, which is the fundraiser that we're doing right now. And I feel like it's only perfect because HTML is so lucrative to have in like in your brain for whatever reason, and it only helps you further your development as like a person, a creator, anything. But welcome in. I'm glad to see you. How's your day been though, Ray? I also love Lucy's emails. Lucy's emails are very nice. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. A markup language is a computer language that defines the structure and presentation of raw text. In HTML, the computer can interpret raw text that is wrapped into HTML elements. Elements are directed components within the HTML document that generally consists of one tag, but can have two tags of optional context. Hypertext is a text displayed on the computer or device that provides access to other text through links, also known as hyperlinks. Oh, okay. I know them. I know them hyperlinks. I know them. Learning HTML is the first step of creating websites, but even a bit of knowledge can help you inject code snippets into a newsletter, blog, or website templates. As you continue learning, you can layer HTML and CSS and JavaScript to create visual, compelling, and dynamic websites. But for now, we're going to focus on how to add and modify basic content on a page, like text, images, and video. Don't worry, if the website looks ugly, we're just getting started. They always say, if it looks ugly, that's okay. You're learning. I tell myself every day. Also, Gigi, thank you so much for the resub, by the way. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. Can we get some hype in the chat, please? And thank you for that brand new resub. Welcome on in. How's your day? How you been? But thank you so much. Happy Saturday to you. We're just existing today with some lovely HTML and CSS. An ad's about to play in any moment now, so if you get hit with an ad, do not fret. We will continue to yap. But welcome in. Happy Saturday. How was your day though today? What did you end up getting up to? Would love to know all about it, especially knowing that It's the weekend. So, any fun weekend plans? Oh, you saw me on Chicago Fire. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the episode. I had the best time when taking it all in. Because I'm like, I'm on television? What do you mean? But thank you. It is so surreal. I think Chicago Fire is like one of my favorite TV shows out there. I mean, 13 seasons, almost 14 seasons, and I feel like it's only going to get better and better. But I feel like my episode really set the tone of what's going to be happening for the future based off of what Violet said in the end of the episode before it did the credits. And I just remain hopeful that I'll be given the opportunity to be on the show again, because what I had to do was great and I loved what I had to do. And so it would be really cool if my character Pete comes back for another like episode, or I guess another season, because they finished wrapping all the episodes already, so I won't be again in the season. But if I do come back for another season with the same character, that will be cool for a good character arc. But it would also be very cool if I was a different character. I was like, it's spring. It literally is me. No, all good, Sia. Enjoy your rest. Thank you for hanging out with us today while you could. I hope your internet gets fixed very, very soon. But sending all the good vibes your way. We'll be back again tomorrow with... Not tomorrow. We'll be back again on Monday with Among Us. Among Us will be back tomorrow or on Monday at 3 p.m. Central with a group of friends of mine. So I hope to see you over... see you then. Okay. Let's continue. So it says in the code editor on the right, you type your name in the H1 and H1. Oh, that means header 1. I'm gonna put Steven. Steven Works. I'm gonna put my whole name. Steven Jody Works. And then we press run. Header 1. So if you don't know what H1 means, H1 is header 1, H2 is header 2, 3, 4. It keeps going down, down, down. But essentially, let me just show you. This is not actually in the code at all. But essentially, H2 is, it makes it smaller as you continue to like type in like different points, I guess you would say. Like H4 is also, it gets smaller and smaller. I personally have never gone any like higher than like 5, but it can get pretty low. But there's a limit. There's definitely a limit between how many headers you can have until you go into like the next round. But yes. So now that we have that, we can now click next. This is pretty easy. It's like I'm remembering all the things that I used to know, and it feels nice to know that I'm like regaining all these skill sets. I'm gonna put my camera up here because this might helpful, probably. I'm not sure. But let's see. So HTML autonomy. HTML is composed of elements. These elements structure the web page and define the content. It takes a look. Let's take a look on how they're written. The diagram on the right displays HTML paragraph elements, as we can see. The opening tag, which is like paragraph. The content is hello world, and then the closing tag is that paragraph. It's like the, I don't know how to even say that word. What are we doing? So if you're popping in right now, since you are here, we are learning HTML and CSS. Learning HTML and CSS in Code Academy. So it was a charity incentive that I had put on here, mainly because when I wanted to relearn HTML and CSS just for the fun of it, and just kind of to see what I could possibly learn again after I have a degree in UI UX design. So I kind of know the general basics of things. I've coded before and made like some websites and apps using like Adobe XD and Figma and Dreamweaver, and I've used Squarespace, Wix, Web, Weebly. Like, it is my favorite. It's like my passion to learn how to code better. So yeah, it is definitely, it's coding. Yes, 100% coding is what we're doing today, but we're learning the basics before we kind of get into like the real nitty gritty of HTML and CSS. But yeah, it is coding. So if you ever are interested in coding, Code Academy is the place to be. They have free courses that you can learn, very self-paced. They take you through step by step, so it doesn't feel too confusing or overwhelming. I think that's kind of what I really love about Code Academy, that it's not too stressful, at least for me, to learn something new. But yeah, a little different, nothing like The Sims, but it's also like a way that I wanted to learn how to make a website for one of my Sims, actually. My Sim is Winston Jordan O'Connor, and he wants to be like a music producer, singer, songwriter, whatever. And I wanted to make a fake website for him. Okay. It feels like it's gonna be hard for me to learn. I'm gonna tell your best friend's brother about this because he's into it. Yeah, tell all the people that you know. There's a little bit of a learning curve, I will say, but with coding on like Code Academy, it's like they really break it down for you. Coding is something I've always wanted to learn. Same here. Like, I used to use, like, of course, like we said, MySpace and like Bebo and Tumblr, and looking at the code and like different websites has been like my favorite thing. Okay, so it says a tag and a content between, it is called HTML element. There are many tags that we can use to organize and display text and other types of content like images. HTML element, or simply element, a unit of a content in the HTML document formed with HTML tags and the text or media it contains. Opening bracket and closing bracket are the HTML tags that you would use surrounding said thing. Opening tag, the first HTML tag is used to start the HTML element. The tag type is surrounded by opening and closing angle brackets. And content, whether it's like images or text, and then closing tag. So it says study the diagram on the right and learn about the autonomy of the HTML syntax. When you're done, click continue the next exercise. Yeah, that's what I love about Code Academy. It's so easy and like fun to like learn HTML and CSS. They make it so simple and so easy. They have like beginner courses, they have more advanced courses, depending on what your skill level is. They have it for everyone. HTML, CSS, Python, C++, JavaScript. Like, they have any skills that you want to learn is on Code Academy. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. I have a background in UI UX design doodle, so I know some but not a lot. So it's been kind of nice to be able to do something new for a change. Okay, so customize your experience. Oh, enable code auto change text access here. Oh, okay. So the body. One of the key HTML elements we use to build a web page is a body element. Only content inside the opening and closing body tags can be displayed on the screen. Here's what an opening and closing body tag looks like. Okay, so if we do open bracket, body, close, oop, that's not how you do that. Open bracket, closing, and then open bracket, / body, that one. That is not how to do that. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Oh, CodePen and W3 School. I've used W3 School all throughout my years of high school and college. without W3 school, I would not know a single thing about code to like redesign my Tumblr page. I spent hours trying to redesign my Tumblr page back in like 2011 or so. And it was a fun time, a very fun time. But ooh, I did not know half of the code. I used to always like download other people's like codes that they had to customize my thing. And once I kind of learned a little bit more about it, I'm like, that seems a bit okay. I mean, I can be down for that. Oh, let's see. This page, it's good. No, this page is all about me being the Lulu on Sulu on Trulu. Yes. Open bracket / P closing bracket. Yes, and we click run. No, all good. Really enjoy your rest. We'll see you next time. Hope to see you again on Monday for our Among Us stream. Very, very excited. CSS tricks. I've never heard of CSS tricks before. Oh, a website to make a website. Oh, ooh. Well, that's pretty. This is my new obsession. I'm telling you, once I learn something new, I heavily obsess about it for days on end. There were times where I just made websites out of nothing just because I'm like, sure, why not? Yeah, Among Us will be on Monday. So we decided to do another one this month. So this will be our second Among Us. We had one at the beginning of April, and now we're having one at the end of April. We're going to have another one in May, but we're still finalizing that date for May. But next week on Monday at 3 p.m. Central is when we'll have it again, which is very exciting. Can you make vlogs with it? Yes, you can. You can literally you can make whatever you want with HTML and CSS. You can make blogs, you can make web pages. You can customize your own coding of your own website that you might have, or help someone figure out what's wrong with their website via the code. Yeah, you can make blogs with HTML and CSS. CSS like allows you to like really customize the look and feel of the website. The HTML is like the behind the scenes of like the text and the images and anything else that might be included into the website. But the CSS is like that makes things look pretty. Oh, you should do that too. Just make yourself a portfolio. Yep. Oh, which could totally fly with a new client back in the 2000s. Exactly. I have my notebook, 2GG. So if you ever want to write any notes, why do I have two pages? Oh, never mind. Okay, so we just wrote the body of our web page using the body elements, and now we have to add the following code for my opening and closing. So we can just copy and paste this, but I'm gonna type what I want. Okay. Oh, but it tells me I have to do this though. I have to follow the directions, I guess. That's fine. Sure, I'll follow the directions. See, this is what me in school, I really didn't follow the directions. Sure, they gave me the tools that I needed, but I was that one kid who just went sideways and like, I don't want to type what's on the page. I want to do what I want. It's like, well, okay, fine. You always wanted to make a blog. You might look into this more. You should. I'll give you a link to Code Academy. I can actually just show you what they have. So to give you all a refresher with Code Academy, they have all these courses you can take. I would definitely look into HTML and CSS or web development or web design if you want to. We're going down the path of HTML and CSS. They have a bunch of free courses that you can choose from. It even gives you the option to even make a study plan for yourself if you are want you to have like a schedule of things. You can definitely make a plan for yourself. You can also follow your progress. You can set your own weekly target, what goals you want to learn from it, your achievements, and even like gives you recommendations of what might help you further. Now, I'm going to set a target for myself actually. That target. My target is like 1 day a week, I would say, because I want to do all this on stream, making it a series where we do CSS and HTML coding on stream once a week. Make a plan. Oh, what's a good time commitment? Hours per day. I'm gonna do at least like 2 hours a day. And then like maybe 1 day a week. It'll take me 7 weeks to complete. That's not bad. I'll do it. But it is really, really cool though. I really love it a lot. But let me... Oh, okay, there we go. There you go. There's a link to Code Academy. Oh, you can get XP out of it too. Okay, we can gamify it if we want to. Sounds like a plan to me. Oh, I got my first achievement. Committed. I am committed to this craft. Good. You're welcome. Anytime. Anytime. Okay. So, sure. So with the HTML structure, HTML is organized as a collection of a family tree relationship. As you saw in the last exercise, we placed the paragraph tags within the body tags, and when an element is contained inside another element, it is considered a child. This is our child right here. The child element is said to be nested inside the parent element, which essentially the body is the parent. The H1, which H1 means header 1, P means paragraph. So we put the heading 1 and paragraph in the body of, or the parent in, whatever you want to call it. Basically, H1 and P is the child and body is the parent. Oh my gosh. Is that Steven, famous actor on TV? Hi, Olive. Welcome in. It is me. It is me. I am and was on TV. I was. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I personally, I'm still like shocked that my face was on TV, because I watch the show religiously is the thing. So I've always had this like idea, like one day I will be on this TV show again, whether it's the same show, Chicago Med, PD, but low-key I would love to be on Law and Order. I want my character to come back as the same character, but solving murders with Olivia Benson. I don't know why. It'd just be kind of cool, you know? But yeah, I don't really talk about it a lot, but I am an actor. I am. I have an agent, I have a manager. I've been acting for like 4 years now. I do a lot of like voiceover projects every once in a while. And I do like commercials and short films and things like that. But this is like my first ever like TV credit I've ever had. So it's kind of exciting. My first time ever being on TV. Well, minus that one time I was on that one show that shall not be named. But my first ever scripted TV show I've ever been in, at least. But thank you. I was really happy when I got the opportunity to be on Chicago Fire because, I mean, of course, I love the show. So being able to have the opportunity to audition, and then the casting director liking my tape, and then passing it over to the producers that they loved it, they have Hartley me, so that way I could be on the union project, because I was non-union at the time when I got the audition. So they paid money to have me on the set. And I was only there for 1 day, so I was like really happy that I'm like, yes, I'm here. So, and everyone was so nice. I'm editing this one video right now that I'm gonna post to Instagram later of them applying the prosthetic on my body, because one, getting a life cast first is like a whole other thing, but then applying other extra stuff on me is a whole other thing. So I have like 2 different videos that I'm gonna like definitely have to condense down and speed up so quickly. But it's really cool. It is a really, really cool though. Everyone was so nice and just like, they were just really cool people. How do I do this again? Wait, what? Oh, right here. I got confused. But we're just learning some HTML and CSS today in Code Academy today. And I thought it'd be kind of fun and a little bit different. It was a charity incentive of mine that I wanted to do. The child of the body. Yes. And thank you so much. And then you be on my favorite TV show. You manifested. I did. My next manifestation is to go and be on Grey's Anatomy, but come out alive. I've always said, if I'm going to be in TV, I want to come out alive, because then there's another chance I could be on the TV show again for a whole different scenario. So my character lived, by the way. I didn't die in the episode. It may look like I did, but I didn't. I was saved. I was healed. Violet and Novak saved me. Carla also found my body. So thanks to all them 3. So I'm like, if I'm on Grey's Anatomy, I want to come out alive. If I'm on PD or Med, I want to come out alive. I'm all about the living. Oh, when they did that one scene with the knife, I was like, I know. I should have gave people a warning. But honestly, with those type of TV shows, I'm like, you never really know. Oh, the instruction. Wait, what does it say? Wait, since there are multiple levels of nesting, this analogy can be extended to grandchild, great-grandchild, and beyond. The relationship between elements and their ancestors and descendants elements is known as hierarchy. Let's consider a more complicated example that is used in the tags. Oh. So sibling to P, but the grandchild to the body. Sibling to H1, but the grandchild to the body. Ooh. Wait, in this example, the body element is a parent of the, dividend. That's not the word. Divide element, or the div element, but the H1 and P elements are the children of the div element. Because the H1 and P elements are at the same level and considered siblings and are both grandchildren to the body element. Oh. So add the paragraph below the child. Below this one? Below this one, they say, and then click run. Oh my gosh, I did it! I did it! It's so good, I was surprised. It was definitely one of those shows where like you never really know what to expect, but I kind of like how it just carried on, because like I was a victim in the whole scenario. So my scary moment led to an ongoing investigation, at least in the Chicago Fire episode, finding the person, and then leading into a more bigger question of how they can train and help and educate more people and stuff. So look, the part was kind of big. My part was big. It helped. It made Violet think. What are you trying to code? Oh, Lexi, you came in at the perfect time. We are learning HTML and CSS. So we are going through Code Academy and learning the basics, the fundamentals of how to do all this fun stuff. But the end goal is to make a fake website for a sim, essentially. But the bigger goal is to redesign my website and stationery store. Also, Kelly, thank you so much. You saw my post about Chicago Fire, so exciting. Thank you. I was really happy that I got the opportunity to do it. Now, the question is, though, what is your favorite, like, show, essentially? Is it Chicago Fire? Is it another show? Because we were talking about horror movies earlier because I went to go see the show or the movie Sinners in theaters. But I've been really good though. I cannot complain too much. I've had a very long day, but a fun day. I went to the bookstore because it's independent, or no, it's indie bookstore day, where you can support indie bookstores around the world and buy books and support them because it's important. Indie bookstores deserve more money. So I went to an indie bookstore today and I signed up for a writing workshop since I'm writing a book. And I'm also writing a short film script at the moment. I want to get other people's like insight and knowledge and expertise. So I'm doing that. Signed up for that today. And then I went to the movies and saw Sinners in theaters. It's only been out for 2 weeks and it's stellar. I'm gonna see it again very soon. And then what else did I do? That's all I did. But it was nice. Oh, you're doing web design course right now? Oh, fun! Yeah, Code Academy is so good. What I love most about it too is like you can either utilize Code Academy as like a way to learn a new skill for fun or whatever, or learn a new skill to get a new job, whether it's HTML, CSS, Python, JavaScript, C++. Like the list is very lengthy of what you can learn on here, and they make it fun at the end of the day, where it takes you step by step rather than like pushing you into the deep end of everything. But if you have like that background knowledge, of course they have like intermediate and more advanced courses you can take. But I like the basics that they definitely have. I have a background in UI UX design, so I kind of know the general basics of everything. And of course the basics of coding web pages for MySpace and Tumblr for myself. So there's that background. Is it good? Is it good? Is a movie good? Yes, I love horror movies. Horror movies are like my bread and butter because they keep you interested to watch more. But it's a horror movie. I think it's rated R. There's vampires and a lot of blood and guts. It's the general synopsis. I feel like it's based in like Louisiana, so the bayou, magic, vampires, things like that. But it's not like solely around vampires. It's like a deeper story behind it. Oh, you got your degree in IT and web design, IT security management. So it's more on the back end stuff. I kind of wish I have gone through UI UX through. Although I mean, you still can. You still can though. What am I? Bring my water. Oh well. I mean, you technically still can. I've always wanted to try like IT web design because it looked very cool. Like front end web development is like really interesting. Oh, you're getting to the end of your course, so you're just about to start working on your first bigger website in the coming days. Oh, fun! I've only ever used Adobe XD for my UI stuff, and then of course utilizing like different websites for the UX portion. I've used Dreamweaver before, but that was very confusing to me, so I might relearn it again. No, he's too scared. Well, you can always go without him. That's always an option. So that's always an option. Like you could see the horror movie and then he could see like the Minecraft movie. I don't know. That's always an option. You're in the same place, but not in the same room. Although days are over, you don't need any more student loans. No, that is valid. That is valid. But there's of course, what is it? Oh, look at this right here. Centra, I found one right for you. A free course to Introduction to UI UX Design. A free course. Code Academy has it all. Has it all. User interface, user experience. If you ever want to learn, Central for free, we love the word FREE, that spells free. Creditreport.com, baby. You want to learn for free. Because like the UI UX design, it teaches you one the basics of UI and UX, but also learn how to wireframe and prototype using Figma. So there's always that. Oh, you love the Minecraft movie and you want to watch that one too? I do too. I want to learn, not learn. I want to go see the Minecraft movie too. No, this stream is not sponsored, but I wish. I wish. I'm just a big fan of learning. I've used Skillshare. I've used so many different websites of like how to learn certain skill sets, but no. I've been influenced by social media to try out Code Academy because I've heard about it and I've seen videos and sponsored videos about it. And I'm like, I might as well give it a try. I mean, what's the harm? There's free courses. You can pay for it if you want to. You don't have to pay for it. Free trials, things like that. I'm like, hey, I'll take it. I wish it was sponsored because then, I mean, hey, fun. I might reach out to them eventually. We're doing this weekly too. Me doing your network and homework, and I'm paying thousands of dollars to do it while you're doing it for free. Actually, I'm not doing it for free. So the thing is, I did the free trial, or I signed up for the free trial, and since my skill path for HTML and CSS and GitHub pages is not a part of the free version, I just paid like $180 for the full year, so I can like do everything and still learn more skill paths that I want to learn. In a way, I did do it for free, but it's also, I paid $180 for that. It was worth it. It's a worthy investment for knowledge. Okay, so this next section is called headings. Headings in HTML to headings to other types of media. For example, in newspapers, large headings are typically used to capture the reader's attention. H1, heading 1, the bigger text. Other times, headings are used to describe context, like the title of a movie or educational article. HTML follows similar patterns. In HTML, there are 6 different headings and heading elements. So it goes from 1 to 6. The deeper you go, the smaller the heading gets, essentially. Like you can make a whole newspaper out of nothing. So the first example, it says breaking news, reporting live on this horrific day. So if we do this, let's see, I'm gonna take all that out first and foremost. Body, and then we'll do that, and then H1 says breaking news. Did you all know that Nancy Landgrab cheated on Nancy? Did you know that Jeffrey Landgrab and Nancy Landgrab are calling it quits, getting a divorce? Nancy left Jeffrey for Malcolm Landgrab, and Bella has no clue. Reporting live, Oasis Springs headquarters. But yeah, essentially you can kind of see, like, this is what I didn't make a no, I didn't make a. Hey, did you create an H2 heading? I did not. That contains habit? No. Oh, I just didn't follow the directions. For anyone that's like new to these streams, I'm a person who was in school who did not follow the directions to the T. If I saw something, I'll utilize that. Like, I am what you called, I am a bad student. I am like, not today. I will not follow the directions, teacher. I'll do what I want. I'll go sideways and be like that. H2 habit, and then below the H3 that says features. Oh, let's see. H3 features, and then H3. There we go. Oh, what in the actual? Hold on. I done broke all this stuff up. Hold on. There we go. This is probably a lot better. Okay, so if I actually read the instructions, it says, now that you know how to structure HTML elements, we'll spend the rest of the lesson building an informational website with some of the most common HTML elements. We put some of the elements in to get you started. Okay, thanks. But you'll write the rest of the page on your own. Below the H3 heading says features, add the H2 that says habits. Wait, what? No, add an H2 heading that says habitat. So H2 habitat. Is that right? That does not look right at all. Close that up. Oh, yay! I'll take a look at it. I do have the basics, only know the basics and intermediate, as I have been making websites for a very long time, since the 90s. But I would love to learn how to advance UI design and how to incorporate graphic design, and color theory and typography. Ooh, we can definitely do a stream on that too, because I love making websites on like the general UI side. Like graphic design is like my bread and butter. Ooh, oh, that'll be really fun. Well, let me know if you ever do, of course. Well, something bad happened. Oh, okay. So now this says below the habitat heading, add the H3. Let's see. H3 heading, and it's heading that says countries with large brown bear populations. Okay. This one. Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah, Randy Joe's barking as per usual. What can we really do about that? Nothing. It's 7:30, which is unusual for him to bark at this time. Normally you can't hear him. Yeah, that would be really fun. I love graphic design. As much as I love The Sims, I could yap all day about graphic design and CSS, and that's like my favorite thing to learn. I could spend all my days being creative. Okay, so on the next line, add one more H3 heading that says countries with small bear population. Okay. H3, countries with small bear population, open brackets, /H3, closing bracket. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then finally on the next line, add H2 heading that says media. That is not how you spell media, because that's not the code. H2 media, open bracket, that says H2. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm going to take these out because those do not belong here. There we go. Nice. This is so fun. I'll move myself down here. I feel like I'm blocking a lot of things. Next. I'm flying by this entire thing. So, oh, division. Okay, I know it wasn't crazy. One of the most popular HTML elements is the division element, or the div short for division, or container that divides the page into sections. These sections are very useful for grouping elements into your HTML together. Okay. And then the body, division, H1, why use divs? Great, they're great for grouping elements. Yeah. Divisions don't inherently have visual representation, but they are all very useful when they want to apply custom styles into HTML elements. Divisions allow us to group HTML elements to apply the same styles to all HTML elements inside. We can also style the division element as a whole. We can see how this can be done in the Learn CSS course. The CSS is where we're really gonna have a lot of fun customizing stuff to our liking. Below the H1 headings that says the brown bear, add the opening tag. Okay, the opening tag division, and then place a closing tag. Placing the closing division tag. After the element that says features. Oh, okay. So after. So this one. Remember to press space to add 2 spaces of the indentation in your name. 1, 2? 2? Yes? Oh. Yeah. Good. Okay. Above the H2 element that says habitat, add an opening division tag. Oh, above. Okay. The division, and then a closing tag after the one that says country with small bears. / division closing. Okay. Oh, okay. This one's gonna get really fun. This is like the basic. This is like you type out the boring stuff, and then you add another pretty stuff. Like you just see text. I remember way back in the day. Mostly when like my parents most talked about this really when there was a way where computers there was no images. There was no images in like the late 90s or early 90s, I think. When computers were first a thing, really. There were no images, it was just straight up text. So you couldn't really see anything of any kind. You couldn't really understand what you were looking at until images kind of came to be. Like technology has come a long way, and it's so interesting on how much has developed over the years. Scary, but still yet exciting to know like the advancements of it all. So we're going to add in another division tag above the media and then also below the media tag as well. Cool. Nice. We're flying on through. The Brown Bear. The website, thebrownbear.com. Ooh, attributes. If you want to expand the elements tag, we can do so using an attribute. Attributes are content added to the opening tag of the element that can be used for several different ways. From providing information to changing styles, attributes are made up of the following 2 parts: the name and the value. So division, the ID is intro, and then the H1 is introduction. So add an ID attribute to the value introduction to the division tag that allows below the brown bear. So if we type in ID, this one, type in ID, and click run. Oh, I have to tap. Oh, okay. I see what I mean. Introduction. Okay. Introduction. Right? Is that right? Wait. Add an ID attribute. Oh, okay. I see what they mean now. Okay, this makes a lot more sense inside. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. Why did I play that twice? Is Saribot okay? This makes more sense. So they have the inside of the division tag. Okay. That makes more sense. Cool. So it was like, it wasn't making any sense at first. I'm like, is this supposed to be outside or inside? It's inside. So add an ID attribute to the value habitat to the opening tag that has the habitat H2 heading as a child. Oh, okay. So in here, so I do space ID equals not parentheses, but the colon, whatever you want to call it, the things. Habitat. Habitat. There we go. Okay, that was weird. Why did 2 ads play at the same time? And then we click run. Yay! Okay, good. So that one's done. And then same thing goes with the media one. So space ID equals media. Yes. Good, 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 good. Next. We're flying on through. The basics of coding is scary, but it gets so much better after like understanding like the general basics. I can feel my brain expanding. Like this year, I told myself I wanted to read more books. Ooh, a fun project would definitely learn how to make. I mean, I use Notion a lot for a lot of things, but it would be really fun to make some type of like organization, website, app, whatever you want to call it, to organize books based off of like genre, year, author, and rating. Oh no. No. I just have like a lot of creative ideas in my head, just like thinking like, ooh, what could I do? So this one says displaying text. If you want to display text in HTML, you can use a paragraph or a span. Paragraphs contain a block of plain text, which is literally all of this right here. It's a bunch of plain text. Really, but they're all headers. Span contains short pieces of text in the other HTML. They are used to separate small pieces of content that are in the same line of other as other content. So division, heading 1, technology, closing division, opening division, paragraph span, self-driving cars are anticipated to replace up to 2 million jobs over the next 2 decades. That's crazy. I don't trust self-driving cars. I've seen one episode of Grey's Anatomy and I was like, I'm done. I can't do it. I can't. They're scary. The second division contains a paragraph and a span. Self-driven cars, closing span. This element separates self-driving cars from the rest of the text in the paragraph. It's best to use a span element when you want to target a specific piece of content that is in line or in the same line as the other text. Oh. Span element. Writing all this down in my notebook so I can remember all these things later. I know I'm going to eventually forget at some point. Element. What? Target. Piece of content. That is in line. Cool. On the same line. So for the instructions below the H2 element that says about the brown bears. So below the H2 that says about brown bears, we're going to add in paragraph element. Open and closing tag, and inside the tags, put the following text. The brown bear, a native part of the northern Eurasia and North America. Its conservation status is certainly least concern. Yes, it is. Okay. There are many subspecies within the brown bear species, including Atlantis bear and Himalayan brown bear. Oh, okay. And then we're gonna click run. Yay, our first line of text. Our first paragraph. Easy. Remember to always add 2 spaces to indicate when you nest elements inside the division. So, let me write that down too. Oh, oh, just for better readability. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Cause like normally that'd be kind of weird if you have to do that, but for coding wise, it just helps to read it better. Okay, 2 spaces aside. Give for better readability when nesting. Okay, cool. Nice. So now below the H3 element that says features, right here, we'll add in the next paragraph. Oh no, this one. And then we'll add in the brown bear, not always completely brown. There we go. And we'll just go and click run. Same goes with that. Haha. I think eventually we'll probably add in like pictures into this. Under the H3, same thing, add in the next line of text under habitat. So same thing here. And then these are all the countries, or some of the countries, where the small brown bear population includes all of these things. Cool. I wonder if we'll be able to do one for for small brown bears. Wrong section. Close it up. This one. There we go. And then we click run. Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, HTML isn't indented sensitive like Python, XML, etc. It's easier to see what's inside what. Okay, that's good to know. Because like, I can understand now why, because code is like kind of insane. There's so much text, so I can see now why like they would have like spaces and like indents and stuff like that, so it's easier to read. That's a lot of text, but at least people now know that. At least now I know that, because I personally never understood why that was always a thing, but now it makes sense. Ooh, oh, this is where we can style the text, so we can like bold, italicize, change the general like size of the text. Ooh. You can also style the text using HTML tags, like the EM tag emphasizes text, while the strong tag highlights important text. Ooh. Later, you'll begin to style websites. So you will decide how you want browsers to display text with the EM and the strong tags. Browsers, however, have built-in style sheets that will generally style the tags in the following ways. The M tag is generally rendered as italicized, which I kind of understood over time when I was utilizing Squarespace, that EM was like italicized at times, but then also changing how big or small you want the text to be. Then of course the strong is rendered as bold. In the example, the strong and M tags are used to emphasize the text to produce the following. The Nile River, in bold, is the longest italicized river in the world, measuring over 6,850 kilometers long, approximately 4,260 miles. Okay. In the first paragraph is, that starts the brown bear. Like, where? Emphasize that one. So we need to add in using the M tags. So open bracket EM close. Oop, that is not how you do that. This way. And then closing open bracket / closing bracket. And see if that works. Okay, it does. So it does work. Okay. And then the paragraph under the brown bears, make the words least concern strong using the strong tag. Okay, so we do open bracket strong, closing bracket, and then ooh, go back over here. Open bracket / strong. I could spell. Closing bracket. There we go. And then run. Ha! Okay. That's good. Where's my paper? Just learning to read code takes time, even if you understand it. It's just a lot to take in. You're still a bit new to it. Same. It does take a lot of time to get used to it. Because like I do, like there are times where I'll like go inspect websites to see what coding they use, and it takes me a while to like learn like what's actually in the code that I'm reading, especially like where it's placed. So I'm still new to it as well. So this is like actually helping. What do I want to type down again? I want to type, not type, but write. Oh, okay. Let's see. EM is like italicize. Where'd it go? Okay. Italicize. And then strong is bold. I forget there's another one too. There's italicized, there's bold, and there's like something else, and I can't remember. You know, it literally is. It's like you're staring at a wall. I'm like, what am I reading? Yeah, underline is, yeah, underline. But I don't know what that one is. I think we'll probably learn about it probably in this one. Yeah, bold, italicize, underline. And then the strike through is another one that I know, but I have no idea what the code is for that. What is this one? Oh, line breaks. Okay, let me do that one too. Let's see. BR? And you know, it kind of helps too, like with some of these like short elements, it kind of helps to remember them, like BR, break, EM, emphasize, strong is bold. It helps. Yeah, let's see. So line breaks. Okay. The space between code in an HTML file doesn't affect the position of the elements in the browser. You can use HTML line break element BR. The line break element is unique because it's only composed of a starting tag. You can use it anywhere within the HTML code, and the line break will be shown in the browser. Oh, okay, so like that. Oh, I always press enter. Oh, my neck. I'm not sure if it's used anymore in regular text because of accessibility now. Yeah, I don't think so either. I see it from time to time. Hi, Teresa. Welcome in. I'm doing really good today. We are playing with code. No, we are learning HTML and CSS today in Code Academy. So we're just vibing, hanging out, doing some fun stuff, learning some code. What's your question? Okay. Where is this at? So add a line break, two line breaks after the sentence that ends with least concern. After? So BR2? Wait, so I'm gonna try it and see because I have no idea. It just says add 2 line breaks. Oh. Oh. Okay. 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 Well, that's helpful. Well, I don't think so. I wouldn't consider that homophobic at all. You're like you're an ally, I would say. You're an ally. I'm a part of the LGBTQ community. I think you're an ally. I would consider that being an ally, most likely. Next. Okay. Randy Joe, what is wrong with him today? Anyway. Oh, ooh, let me write these things down too. Unordered list. How do I do that one? What does li mean? Wait. The UL element should not hold raw text and won't automatically format raw text into an unordered list of items. Individual items must be added. The unordered list using the li tag. Oh, li means list. Oh. Ooh. That was horrifying. What happened here? There we go. If you use the R, if you only use the BR, you don't get the. Oh, okay. Let me write that down too, because I need to know. Okay, if you use one. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Well, thank you. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, hi Garrett. Welcome in. It's good seeing you. Anyway. Hi, we're learning HTML and CSS today in Code Academy, our new favorite program. Basically add an M. Oh, okay. Oh. It feels like I'm going to school, but paying less money. Oh, it actually is. We're going to school, but paying less money. Okay, lime, tortilla, chicken. Oh, ooh. You know what I want to do now? Okay, so this was an idea that I had, like maybe like a few months ago. I found a video on YouTube that someone made, like a digital advent calendar, and I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to try that. Make a fake website of an advent calendar. Hi, Cozy Gamer, welcome in. It is good seeing you today. I hope all is well and swell with you. And friends, taking karma myself, Drew, Cozy, Jennifer. Well, welcome in, and also Hannah, welcome in. You are not late, you just got here. We are learning HTML and CSS today in Code Academy. We're just kind of learning the bare basics. We're on, where are we on now? We're on unordered lists right now, the intro to HTML. I'm glad this, yeah, it's really fun. So with Code Academy, not sponsored, but I wish. But with Code Academy, it's a great learning website that allows you to like learn new skill sets, L, CS, Python, JavaScript, C++, the list goes on. They have free courses. They also have like a skill path that you can take. They have free trials. They also have a skill path that you can utilize to gain a new skill for a new job that you want to apply for. It's a very, very great website. I've only been using it for like days after being convinced by social media to use it, and now I'm hooked and I can't stop. It's like a fun little game because it doesn't pressure you, and it's. But friends, if y'all are new, my name is Steven, pronouns he, him. I play a lot of Sims here, primarily The Sims 4, but I do play a lot of The Sims 2. Sims 2 is my bread and butter, all the games, but Sims 2 and 4, 3, 1, starting Minecraft. I love coding. I love graphic design. I have a background in UI UX design, and I thought it'd be really fun to learn HTML and CSS because it was one of our charity incentives for our charity fundraiser for Hope for Haiti. But how was your spring? What did you all get up to? Were you playing a cozy game by any chance? You want to learn Python? You started a little bit, but got too busy. No, that is valid. I want to learn Python as well because Python looks really cool. And the good thing about Code Academy, they do have a course or several courses to learn Python 3. And they have a bunch of skill paths that you can take to learn, of course. They have, I don't think they, oh, okay, they do. They have some free courses for Python. Python 2, Python for programmers, Python for data science. It's a very lengthy list of free courses you can take if you want to learn that, of course. And then you have like paid ones that you can do. Career path or a skill path, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, they have pretty much anything for you. I would say the Python 3 course, you have to pay for it, but I think ultimately it's worth it because you're investing in yourself for like general knowledge. Actually, it's really. But yeah, if you ever want to try out Code Academy for Python, definitely check it out. If you. Oh, sorry. I did hit my microphone by accident. My microphone was a little bit low. Also, Anonymous, thank you for the $5 donation, by the way, to Hope for Haiti. Thank you so much. I had to turn my microphone a little bit. Sorry if I was a little bit quiet. But yeah, maybe this summer you could probably learn Python. And also, Jennifer, thank you for giving a gifted sub to Cozy Gamer, by the way. I greatly appreciate that a lot. And Moonlight Alice, thank you for the raid as well. Welcome in. Howl World. I've heard of that. I've heard of that website. I've heard of that game before, but I wasn't too sure what that is. What is Pal World? Isn't that like Paley or something? Oh, you thought it was just you? Oh. Sorry. Yeah, I think I had my Dole XLR is so funky sometimes that it's so tricky. I want to get another like mixer or something because this one's like kind of weird and funky. But thank you for letting me know that my mic was a little bit low. We're actually in Python right now. Ooh, fun. Let me know how it goes. My friend Avery Little Sia, who's a Just Dance streamer, but also plays like other variety games here and there, big Nancy Drew fan, is currently learning Python 3 on her Twitch streams. I think she's at week 12 or something like that right now, but she's learning Python. Oh, it's kind of like a violent Pokemon. Oh, but survival. Oh, I like that. I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon with a twist. That intrigues my curiosity. Like, okay. Pokemon, but survival, but violent. Works for me. No, all good, Hannah. Thank you again for hanging out. We'll see you hopefully next time. Thank you for popping on in. Our next stream won't be until Monday, where we're going to be playing Among Us with a couple friends of mine. If you're familiar with the Among Us group, a bunch of simmers come together for like once a month with Among Us. It's like 17, or no, like 14, 13 people of us play Among Us together, and it's chaotic for 3 whole hours, but it's exciting. But anyway, let me go ahead and figure out what this mess is of this code. But Moonlight and Cozy, if you need to lurk and raid and run, feel free to do so, of course. Do all your potion care, rest your body, rest your mind, rest your throat. Important. But this one says, under the heading that says species, create an unordered list. Is there a thing called inordered? Like, inordered list? Or am I being Delulu? Because unordered sounds weird, but is there like another version of that? Under species? So I need to make... Okay, so... Let's see. UL. And then... I need to do that LI. Does it say how many? Oh, don't add any... Oh, don't add anything yet. I'm getting ahead of myself today. This one. Do I have to close it? I wonder if I have to close it. Maybe I don't have to. But I feel like I do. So let me do this one. Try that. Okay, yes. Ordered list. Okay, so what is that one? I would assume that we'll probably get to that later, but I couldn't figure out if there was or not. So there is an ordered list. Ordered and unordered. Let me write that down for later. So let's see. Unordered equals UL. Okay, and I'm gonna write this one because I think we'll have an ordered 1, 2 at some point. I'm gonna write that down for later. And then let's see, li equals list. Cool. Oh, like numbers are the bullet points. Oh, okay, I'm gonna write that one down too. Let's see, so you said like numbers equals, oop, that is an M, not a UN. Numbers. Oh. Oh, okay, so I get it now. So that makes a lot more sense why it's so different. Oh, you're excited for Among Us? I always have stream. Oh, you always stream hop, but I'm mostly lurking in some, but I don't actually give away anything. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see you in the Among Us then. There's different variations that can be done, such as ABC rather than the numbers as well. Oh. See, like I only see like what's in front of me, but I never knew the back end of it all. Okay. I was like, what are these words? Okay. So let's see. Now we can add in our list. So LI Artos. Ooh, someone is tripping downstairs. And LI, whatever that word is. And then LI. I was like, I don't know half of these species at all. So I'm learning something new today. Whatever this, it's extinct. There we go. And then we run it. And we got our list. Yay. Seems a little bit off though. How so? Missing a tag? How so? How is it missing a tag when it's right there? Oh well. We now shall move on. Oh, okay. OL. There we go. I was wondering, will we ever get to that point? So OL is the code for it, for ordered. OL. So OL is ordered, and then UL is unordered. So ordered lists are like unordered lists, except each one is numbered. Okay. Yeah, you were right. Oh, I got too close to the L. Oh, to the LI. Okay, thank you. I was like, why is it so buggy? Okay, I got too close to the LI. I probably had like a space or something in there. They're useful when you need to do a different step in the process and rank items from first to last. You can create an ordered list with the OL tag and then individual lists. Individual list to the list. Whoa, Then add individual list items to the list using the li text. Oh, okay, the output looks like this, 1 through 4. And so the instruction says, under the heading that says countries with large brown bear population, add an ordered list. Large? Large. So, OL. Okay, there we go. No, all good, all good. Enjoy your rest. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and helping. I greatly appreciate that. But good luck with your rest and everything else as well. See you soon. Hopefully, we will have another session of this next week for some fun HTML coding. Run. Okay, so we got that ready. Ordered list, and then we have to add in Russia, United States, and Canada. So, LI, Russia. If I can spell, that'd be great. Russia, and then LI, United States. And Canada. So you said it was too close? Is that the thing like you said? Yeah. Close the LI. Close the LI. Oh, okay. Now I understand what you're talking about. This is what you're saying. Right? Ah! Adds in Fort, thank you so much, Garrett. Appreciate that. Okay. I get what you all mean now. I have to close the LI. Okay. Okay. This all become clear. But adds in 4, so we'll probably take a little bit of a break in a second because I forgot my water downstairs. But now that we have that, our ordered and unordered list, 1, 2, and 3, we can go to the next one. Use solution. No. Next. Ooh, okay, this is where we can start adding in images. Okay, so all the elements you've learned about so far, headings, paragraph lists, and spans, share one thing in common. They're composed entirely of text. What if you wanted to add content to the web page that isn't compared to text, like images? So the MIG stands for image, allows you to add an image to a web page. Most elements require both opening and closing tags, but the image tag is a self-closing tag. Okay, so we add it inside the image tag. Okay, I see it. Like that. The image tag is a required attribute called source. The src attribute must be set to the image source or the location of the image, in case the value of the source must be the uniform resource locator URL, which I kind of forgot that it's standard for that. A URL is the web address, or oh yeah. Okay, so under media, let's see, under media they say add an image. So we do open bracket img and then space scr equals those things, and then this one right here, we'll add that, and then we'll close it. Oop, nope, not that. Close it. There we go. Huh? Oh, the way that just didn't work. There we go. That's better. I'm like, that seems a bit off. There we go. Now we do this. Did you set the image source to given? Did I? Did I not though? Did I not do it right? Oh, I typed it wrong. SRC, not SCR. There we go. There's our bear. We have our bear. Well, that's good. Well, anyway. Okay, so the ads are about to play, and we're getting very close to finishing section 1, which is crazy. We have 3 more pages left until we're done with the introduction to HTML, which I think the next section for that one is, where is it at? Yeah, the introduction to HTML takes 1 hour and 4 minutes. There's a quiz. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, our first guided practice is going to be a fashion blog. Ooh. Oh, that'll be our first project. The quiz, the lesson, and then quiz, and then project. Ooh. Hi, Lucid. Welcome in. I hope you feel better. The allergies are not great around this time, but I hope you feel better. Make sure you drink a lot of water, stay hydrated, do what you gotta do. But definitely rest if you need to. But my friends, ads are about to play, and what I'm gonna do is do a little words on Strem for you all to get your brain noodle to work with some words. That's not what I wanted to type. Because I need to go get my water from downstairs because I didn't grab it last time. Oh, every time you cough, nothing is there and your throat is itchy. Oh, I hope you feel better. Okay, friends, I will be right back. I'm gonna play some ads. I'm gonna play some ads and do some words on stream, and we will be right back. No. Oh no. Relay. This words on stream is hard a little bit. I will say. Our highest level was 16. But welcome back from the ads if you got an ad, friends. Our highest level of words on stream is 16. And if you're not familiar with it, the higher you go, the harder it gets and the quicker it goes. Which ultimately becomes more scarier. Because I think the highest, I think there is really no limit of how high you can technically go. Scary. No, my brain was not working fast enough either, because I'm like, I don't understand a single thing about words. Help. My brain was too focused into like coding that things all got mushed together, which is ultimately a bad thing. My brain only knows code instead of words. We've been taking medicine for it, so hopefully it's almost done. Hopefully lucid. I took not an ibuprofen, but I took a Zyrtex because my throat was getting scratchy. It's allergy season, so it's like really rough. I can understand. But yes, enjoy your lucky Ludo. So now that we are back with our lovely little break, we got a chance to add in our image of a brown bear. We're getting very close. I think we're getting close to doing our first ever quiz, which I'm scared. I'm very bad at test taking. Will I get an A? We'll see. But who knows? Oh, image alt. So this helps for accessibility. I always forget to do alt tags sometimes in my images, but I should do that more often. Make a priority. Helps for more accessibility, especially people who are blind and need to hear said words. Or partially impaired. Need to like hear the words instead of because I can't see. No, time quizzes. Ooh. Oh, speaking of time quizzes, I don't know how many of you all. So there's this website. There's this website that I have used for many years. If anyone has ever been in like, I feel like a typing class of some type or whatever class, I used freerice.com like it was nobody's business. It made learning so much fun. Freerice.com. It was free too. Like every correct answer equals 10 grains of rice for the UN World Food Program, which is fantastic. We were feeding children and people around the world based off of our correct answers. I loved freerice.com. I've been using this website for literal years, over a decade. I have been using freerice.com. It's the best website in the entire world, I will say. So if you want to do like some fun learning stuff, use freerice.com. It helps people around the world. Okay. So back to our learning lesson. Part of the being an exceptional web developer, making your site accessible for users for all backgrounds. In order to make the website more inclusive, we need to consider what happens when technologies such as screen readers, I cannot read, such as screen readers come across an image tag. The alt attribute, which means the alternative text, brings meaning to the images to the site. The alt attribute can be added to the images tag, just like a source attribute, and the value of the alt should be a description of the image. Cool. If the image fails to load on the website, a user can mouse over the image or mouse over the area originally intended for the image and read a brief description of the image. This is made possible by the description that you provide to the alt attribute. Visually impaired users often browse the web with an aid of screen reading software. When you include the alt attribute, the screen reader software can read images descriptions out loud to visually impaired user, which helps tremendously. The alt attribute also plays a role in SEO, which is search engine optimization. Because search engines cannot see the images on the website as they crawl the internet. Having the descriptive alt attribute can improve your ranking on your site. So let's say, for example, you're making like the next, I don't know, MySpace. Let's go with that. You want to make sure any image on the website has like alt text for like Google to scan and crawl through, so that way your image is higher in said ranking. It works tremendously. I am going back onto my websites that I have to make sure that there is a very descriptive image alt on, yeah, a very descriptive text on the image for like the alt tag. Like it helps. But now we can add the alt attribute to the image and include a description to make sure the description accurately describes the image. Okay, so in order to add that, we need to go over to our source and oh no, it's right here. Wait, that's interesting. Wait, what? Add the alt attribute to the image and include a description. Run? It already did it for us though. Interesting. Okay, well, it goes to show you can go to like put it in the beginning. Oh no. Okay, I see it now. This is like whatever, like the actual image itself, and this is the alt text. Okay, so it goes at the end. Where's my notebook? So the alt text goes at the end of said image. Okay, so let's see. Alt text goes on the end. Okay, cool. Hi, Dusty. Welcome in. It's good seeing you today. HTML is really fun. It is. I find it very therapeutic when you're taking it step by step and like just see the general basics of it all to make a website from like just straight up text to something pretty and functional and responsive. But it's really fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's like a nice calming day. But how are you? Hope you're doing really good though today. It is currently 8:23 p.m. for me right now at the moment. So it's very late, very late, almost 9 p.m., which is usually what I would call my bedtime. But then I stay up longer than I should have. But that's okay. But have you ever learned HTML? And if so, what's your favorite thing about it that you enjoy? But we're just kind of learning some HTML and CSS through Code Academy today, and we're going to be doing this like every single week, just trying to refine old and new skills. It was a charity incentive. This is week 1 of our spring sessions, and it's kind of exciting. We're getting very close to our quiz. So for videos, in addition to images, HTML also supports displaying videos like the image element and the video element. Video element. Let me add that in. Okay. Requires a source attribute with a link to the video source. Unlike image tags, however, the video element requires an opening and closing tag. Okay. Okay, good. I removed the extra space in the image tag, so it's alt equals description. Oh. Look. Oh, remove those extra spaces. Okay, I see. Within the alt tag? Okay. Oh, I didn't mean click run. Okay. Oh, that's on your end now. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Makes more sense. Thank you. Okay. So In the example, the video source, myvideo.mp4. The source can be a video file that is hosted alongside your web page, or the URL that points to a video file hosted on another web page, like YouTube. After the source attribute and the width and the height. Wait, after the source attribute, the width and the height attributes are used to set the size of the video played on your browser. The controls attribute instructs the browser to include basic video controls such as pausing and playing. The text video and supported between the opening and closing tags will be displayed if the browser is unable to load the video. Oh, okay. So under the image, we need to add in open bracket video, closing that thing, and then this, and then bracket or / video closing. Okay. Let's see. Huh? Oh, did I not put a... Wait, what? Oh, I didn't add in a source. I forgot a step. This is what happens. I didn't add in the source equals and then these things. That's what I need to add in. There we go. Add that back in over here. There's always one step I'm always missing. Close that. Put the video in here. There we go. And run? Did I not? This doesn't seem right. Oh, when it first popped up, it said, oh, it said Alt. Oh, and with those left. Okay, that makes more sense. Did I not do it right? Video? Oh, because there's this thing right here. This makes more sense. I had a little closing thing here. A mistake. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to retype this whole thing because I don't want to mess up. Okay. Let's type it again. Video space src equals this video. And then we do this one. Oh, I did it again. I did it again. I didn't add in the little thingies. I gotta add in these things right here. I always forget about that. Okay, now we're talking. Now there's some structure to this. There we go. Ooh-wee. That doesn't seem right. Okay, so I did it wrong again. Remove the from the video tag. Did I do something wrong? After the image tag, did you create the video? I did. Something seems off. Huh. Oh my gosh. Did I video? Do I have to do this? What? That's weird. Oh, I think it's, oh, it wants the width and the height and controls based on, oh, maybe. But that's for the next one. It wanted me to add in like that closing bracket. Weird. Huh, so I guess that worked. Oh, wait, no, I see it now. It had the open angle bracket video and then closing bracket. I see it now. Okay. I get it now. bracket video space source equals that video file, and then closing it with a closing angle thing, and then doing that at the end. Okay. Oh yeah, closing tag. Okay, I get it now. This makes some more sense. I missed that one part. It's always the brackets that trip you up. Let me write that down, because I'm telling you, I will forget the most littlest things. I'm gonna say, don't forget the brackets. Okay. Yeah, that was like, what am I doing wrong? I typed it right. Just that one little thing. So now that we got that, define the width of the video as 320 and the height as 240. Make sure to include the controls attribute. So if we look back up here, the way they did it, so after the video portion, in here, we do a space with, ooh, I can't spell, space width equals 320, then space height equals 240, and go to the end, and then controls, and we leave that closing bracket right there, and I think we can run it. Yeah, oh, it works. Oh my gosh, it's the brown bear. It's the brown bear. It's moving. I find bears so fascinating to me. Bears are so cool. So we got that, because that's lovely. Okay. So in between the opening and closing video tags, add the phrase video not supported, which will be displayed if the browser is unable to load the video. So between, if we do it like that, okay, video not supported. I know, a big happy puppy. Okay, so we add video not supported, and we click run. That means what? Okay, there we go. So it means what? Did I do it right? I did do it right, but the video is supported for the website. Does that make sense? So last one we have. Next. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. We got XP. So you learned, I've earned 25 XP towards my skill. HTML, CSS, web design, and web development. Ooh. Is there a quiz? Oh, there's a quiz. 13 questions. See, I'm all about the multiple choice. Give me multiple choice or something. I'm also glad I have a notebook. I'm glad I was taking notes, because I'm like, oh no. Okay, so which of the following is valid HTML for the heading in the smallest size? Smallest size and lowest rank in the hierarchy. H6, I know this one. Correct. HTML supports headings from ranging 1, which is the biggest, to H6, which is the smallest. Hi Shanna, welcome in. It's good seeing you today. We're learning HTML and CSS in Code Academy for Hope for Haiti. It was a charity incentive. We have gone through 16 pages of learning HTML. Now we're taking a quiz. But I'm glad to see you. How's your lovely Saturday going so far? Or how was it, if it's already ended? I'm glad to see you. It's kind of something new that we're doing. I thought it's a kind of a good change. Question 2: how would the output of the code below change if UL unordered or and were changed to OL? I wrote this down. So if it's changed to OL, it's numbers. Numbers in the output would change to bullet points. Oh, here it is. Bullet points in the output would change to numbers. Yes. Okay, good. Whew. A happy Saturday. We've got a notebook, brain power, Code Academy, life. Okay. Question 2. Why is the code below incorrect? Oh, because there's a space. The video element is not self-closing. It should be opening and closing. Oh, the width and the height is not must be specific. Yes? Oh, I had a feeling. I wanted to say it was this one, but was like, oh no. That's okay. At least now that I know. The video element is not a self-closing tag and should have an opening and closing. Okay. I'm figuring that out. We're doing okay. Spring cleaning. Same. I also did some spring cleaning too. And I still have so much left. Yeah, that was a tricky question. It was like the width and the height was not in here. But then also there was no like closing tag. So it felt odd. Okay. Which of the following tags would contain an HTML for web page visible content? Is it multiple choice? Like, can I choose more than one? It doesn't look like it. Which of the following tags will contain the HTML for a web page's visible content? Body? I want to say body. Body. Oh, you think there's only one? Okay. I'm going to choose body because like whatever in the body is like visible content. Okay, was I? Okay, good. Whew. I was right. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me choose the right choice. I almost said HTML for a second. Like, that doesn't seem right. But yeah, the body tag contains all the visible content. Text, images, video, all the stuff. All the fun looking stuff, essentially. My gosh, no. I hate it. Match the blanks with the proper syntax to create an HTML paragraph element in this text. Okay, so this one to that one. I'm ready for rock and roll. It's giving Jack Black. Check answer. Opening bracket, paragraph, closing bracket, paragraph. Opening and closing. I got it. Okay, what HTML code will most web browsers display as italicized? Oh, EM. Because strong is bold, P is paragraph, and then division is... I wrote that down. Where did I put it? Oh, line, no. It puts spaces for better readability. Okay. This one. Yeah, so EM opening and closing tags will be italicized. And then which one's the correct one for paragraph? It is the third option. Yes. The closing tag in this paragraph has the correct notation, which is the / coming after the element name. Yes. The abbreviation for HTML stands for which of the following? Hypertext markup language. Ooh, I should have wrote I should have wrote that down. I know it's hypertext. And no, it's language. It's markup language. Okay, good. I was like, this is why I have a notebook. If I don't write it down, I won't remember. I'm a very visual learner. So when I can see it and like play around with it, I retain the information better. So I'm gonna write that down real quick. We're being graded. So HTML, I knew what it was, but I also kind of forgot what it was. Hypertext. So if you didn't know what that was, now you know. Hypertext markup language. I swear, I'm just gonna go back to school. Which element is the parent of the paragraph? My paragraph. The parent of that? Oh, it's body. What? The other part, I go too quick. I go too quick. I was gonna say you got it, but I didn't want to help you cheat on the quiz. No, honestly, I love that. Thank you. It's making me learn trial and error. I also thought that too. This is like helping me like learn like which one is which. But I see it now. So I think I understand why this the paragraph, like my paragraph, is the child and their parent is this, because like it's what was it called? Like it's inside, like it's indented to it. The grandparent is the body. So the body is the grandparent and this is the parent and these are the children. So so when it's like inside under it, it makes okay. If it was this one up here, then the parent would be the body. Okay. That makes sense. So think of it as like a family tree. Yeah, the first P kind of tricked me too. I'm like, wait, something's off, but something's right. I probably would have said body honestly. Yeah. Well, that's 2 out of 13. That's okay. It's okay. We're still being okay. This is serious, chat. We are being graded. Okay. The following code results in no visual output to the browser. Why? OL stands for ordered list. And the reason why there's no visual output, the OL tag must be replaced. No. OL is not valid. No. List items must be added to the list. Yes. OL signifies old information. That's a lie. That's the third option. This is the third one. So there's nothing in here. So there's no visual thing to add to the list into the code. Yay. Okay. Which of the following elements will directly affect the visual spacing in an HTML layout? Oh, vertical spacing, not visual, vertical. BR. BR stands for line, wait. Vertical spacing? Yeah, BR stands for line break. Yes. Okay, got that one. And then, the following code is supposed to display an image but fails to do so. Why? The image tag should be replaced. No. No, it's the first one because the source attribute is missing. It should be image space src equals the image and then the closing brackets. So that's what it should be. So it's missing that. Yes, I'm learning. Okay. What is the correct definition of an HTML element? Oh my god. What do you mean? An HTML tag in a content that it contains or marks up the first and opening HTML tag, the second and closing HTML tag. Closing tags are for having a forward slash inside of them. HTML code does not require opening. That is, the last one is a lie. An HTML tag and the content that contains or marks up. Wait, the HTML and the content that it contains, that's worded right now. That it contains or marks up. Second and closing tag. Closing tag. First, we're opening. I want to say, because this is the last question too. I'm gonna an HTML tag and the content it contains or marks up. What is the correct definition of an HTML element? I'm gonna say the first one. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Wait, that stressed me out a little bit. Let me just write that down again, because Lordy Lou. The way I would have chosen the second one at first. I knew the last one was a lie. I almost went with the second choice. This is why I should write everything down, or I will immediately forget. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's see how we do. Okay, that's still not bad. An 84 is still passing. That's at least, that's a B. That is a B. I will accept that. I will accept it. We got a B. Well, I got a B. Y'all got an A. But this is interesting. Okay, so number 3, what was that? The video element is not a closing tag and should have an opening and closing tag. Okay, so that one, and then number 9 was the division. That one, okay. Continue learning. I got 10 XP for the quiz. Nice. Well, that was nice. HTML document standards. Oh my goodness. We all are about to be in some serious trouble, I will say. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So, let me see something real quick. Let me see something real quick. I think and thunk. Where art thou is my thing at? Ah, here you are. Where's this at? Okay. So we'll do a little bit of this. We'll probably do a couple of more pages of this, and then we'll probably wrap up the stream. So the HTML document standards, preparing for HTML. Now that we've learned about some of the most common HTML elements, it's time to learn how to set up an HTML file. Oh my gosh. Is this what the Sims team has to do every day? How do they do that? My brain would be broken. I would break some serious code if I had the capability of that. Oh my gosh. Okay. HTML files require certain elements to set up the document properly. We can let web browsers know that we're using HTML by starting the document with a document type declaration. BRB, all good, Central. So we do open bracket, exclamation point, doc type space HTML closing bracket. Well, that doesn't seem right. Wait. So the declaration is an instruction. It must be the first line of a code in your HTML document. So that's why, oh, and I typed it wrong too. That's why I always see people utilize that in Tumblr. For example, if I go to my Tumblr page, I'm not logged in. What are you talking about? When I see a bunch of like Tumblr pages, it all makes perfect sense why it is what it is, the way it is. I need a visual example to show y'all what it looks like. Okay. Enter. Go to this one and then go to blog. Yeah. Hello. Thank you. No. No. Where is it at? I want to. Oh, I know what I did. It's this one right here. That's what it is. That's what I have to do. And then if I go to blog settings, and if I go to no. Oh, edit theme. There it is. Yeah. So whenever I see a lot of this on, I haven't updated in a year, my gosh, in like HTML, I can see it up here. This does make a lot more sense why it is what it is. Doc type, HTML, head, title. So all of this, I didn't know what I was editing at all when I was making my Tumblr page. Of course, this is not my code that I made, it's somebody else's. So I'm just like, there's so much information here that I'm like, my brain's broken. But now that I know, I know. Also, Noodle, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. Here in Jagger Games, Strudel Doodle. I like that name. It's a good name. Keep it. Beth Noodle Doodle. Strudel Noodle Doodle. I names. Also, Landy Games, welcome in. Can we offer you an egg in this trying raid? Yes, please. I need help. We're learning HTML and CSS, Noodle and friends, and it is honestly quite a trip. It's fun. I'm learning a lot of things that I kind of forgot I learned in school and college when I got my bachelor's in UI UX design. So I was like, oh my gosh, my brain is all becoming clear. But hi, how was the rest of your stream? I also saw that you were fundraising for Hope for Haiti. You're a part of my team, and I greatly appreciate you, my friend. I really, really do. But hi, we're glad to see you. Friends, if you are new, my name is Steven, pronouns he, him. I play a lot of The Sims here. And today, as one of our charity incentives that we had a while ago, was to learn HTML and CSS on stream. And this is now like a weekly series that we'll be doing here on Twitch, going step by step to one day make our own website from scratch. And it's been great. Also, too, as a team, I just saw this. As a team, we've raised $8,821.38. We're getting very close to $9,000 raised for Hope for Haiti as our team, which is wild. That's crazy. And as a campaign overall, they're getting very close to $10,000 raised, which is their goal to reach, at least on Tiltify. And we're getting very close. We still have a couple of more days left. That's crazy. It was a super fun stream. So honored to be a part of the team. Well, I greatly appreciate you being a part of the team. I hope to meet you one day in person, because it'll be so much fun to hang out. But I am having a very fun stream. We just got an 84% on our quiz, our first quiz of HTML, and now we are preparing for HTML using document standards. So it's been quite a time. I'm using my brain noggin. I have a notebook. I have a 5-star college rule notebook. I wrote down some notes from today's stream. like literal notes of everything or most of my stuff. Because, ooh, I'm using brain power today. I really am. Yeah, I mean business here. Business. So if you ever wanted to know, we are using Code Academy. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I wish I was. But we are using Code Academy. If you've never heard of Code Academy, it is a wonderful, wonderful website to utilize if you want to learn a brand new skill, whether it's for the first time or just brushing up some old skills to get a certificate or get a new job in something you want to learn or do as for a living. They have like Python, JavaScript, C++, Java, SQL, cybersecurity, IT. The list is very lengthy. You can choose a variety of things. You can choose like the free courses that they have here, which I would recommend doing first so that we can kind of get a gist of what Code Academy is. They also have like skill paths that I'm currently doing right now that you have to pay for. And then, of course, they have a career path. This is mainly for if you're going into a new career, like front end engineer, like development. That will be for you. But there's a lot of free courses on here that you can like choose from. And I recommend it if you ever wanted to pick up something fun for the summertime, a New Year's resolution, whatever it might be. Yeah. But we're just chilling, we're vibing. I thought we also make a website one day, just for fun on stream once we're like fully done with this whole course. Because the idea is that I want to make a website for one of my Sims, actually. Winston Jordan O'Connor wants to become a music producer, writer, the whole thing, basically. And I think once I'm done learning all of that, I'm gonna utilize my UI, UX design skills, make up a mock-up in Figma, and then try and transfer that in some fun way of making a fake website to like go through and scroll through and update and things like that. So little fun projects along the way, as we kind of like go on about our days. But yeah, Noodle and friends, if you need to raid and run, feel free to do so. I will not keep you hostage. I won't do that to you. I never will. But if you want to hang out and learn something, feel free to be here. Also, Tigor, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope all is well on this lovely Saturday evening. We're learning HTML and CSS in Code Academy today because of a Hope for Haiti charity stream incentive that we had. And also, Central, welcome back as well. Did not type that right. There we go. But welcome in. Hope your Saturday has been well, at least. So this one is adding the HTML tag. To create an HTML structure and content, you must add the opening and closing HTML tags after declaring the doc type HTML. And I did. I can go and run it, and it's good. So we are set and ready to go. We are basically starting our website. Ooh. This is our code that we had earlier that we made. So we did this in the beginning of the stream of making a website about the brown bear and like what the brown bear is, the species, the features, the habitat, where they like located. And like we added a little media of a brown bear and then like a video of the brown bear. Of course, it's all provided for us, but still. Whee! The dork side, hello. You've been here for 5 minutes and you've already brightened my day. Well, I'm glad. My whole thing for my streams is I want to make sure people feel welcome, happy, joyful after a long, stressful, crazy day, especially if you've been up for a long time and you need to come to a great space that's nice and calming and relaxing and interactive. Whether you were in Noodle's community or mine or somebody else's or just popped in out of random, we're always here to hang out and vibe together, yip and yap and stuff. Yeah, I'm so glad I could brighten your day. Thank you. I always want to make people feel uplifted and cozy, and inspired when they come to my streams. That's kind of what we are, cozy but chaotic, but welcoming, all at the same time. What is this one? The head? So far we've done two things of adding the doc type HTML and HTML element. And now we could add in the head. The head element contains metadata. Oh, for a web page. Metadata is information about the page that isn't displayed directly on the web page. Unlike the information inside the body tag, the metadata in the head is the information about the page itself. You'll see an example on this in the next exercise. So we need to add in the head element below the opening HTML. So if we type in head and then closing it as well, /head, this one, and then we run it. Yay! Cozy but chaotic. We play a lot of The Sims here, like a lot of The Sims, where sometimes it can be cozy when it wants to, and then it goes sideways for no reason. I don't know why, but it stirs you wrong. If you're a part of Noodle's community, you probably have seen a clip floating around on the internet of Noodle's sim of like being super tall and then got shrunk because of custom content messiness. But honestly though, it keeps you on your toes. It really does. When you want something cozy but chaotic, the game says say less. I'll be here. Ooh, page titles. What kind of metadata about the web page can be in the head? If you navigate Codecademy's catalog and take a look at the top of the browser, you'll notice the words catalog, home, Codecademy, which is the title of the web page. Oh, okay. The browser's tab displays the title specified in the title tag. The title tag is always inside of the head. So HTML head title. And if I'm remembering this correctly, I think, is that this is the child, this is the parent, and that's the grandparent. I would hope I'm remembering this correctly. If you were to open a file containing HTML, which I have, an example above the browser would display the word My Coding Journal in the title bar or the tab title. Okay. So add brown bears as the title to your webpage by using the title element. I'm sorry, what? Unfortunately, you won't be able to... Oh. Wait, what? Oh, right here. So... this one... title... okay, brown bears. Brown bears, and then closing that thing. Okay, so do it like that. Oh, okay, nice. Easy, easy, easy. Where's the title appear? Oh, okay, so if you ever go into like a website, the title will appear up here. So unfortunately, the browser panel used by the Codecademy environment does not have a title bar, but the brown bear title you wrote in the previous exercise will not be displayed outside of Codecademy environment. However, your title would appear as depicted in the diagram on the right. So the site title will be up here. This will be the site icon or icon, fave icon, favy icon, favy. I think that's what the word is. Favy. Oh no, favicon or fave icon. Favorite icon, yeah. I was like, there's a word for it, yeah. Fave icon. So you have your site title here, and then your little like site icon will be on the side, which is kind of cool. I always forget about those little things like that. It helps. Makes your website stand out more. So we now know docu-type HTML, which is the declaration of specifying the version of HTML for the browser, and then the tags, and then the head and the title tags. And now we'll be able to learn new types of elements that will go inside the body. Oh, linking to other web pages. One of the most powerful aspects of HTML and the internet is the ability to link to other web pages. You can add links to the web page by adding an anchor element, which is just A. Let's see. Which is A, including the text of the link in between the opening and closing, so in between each other. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Technically, the link in the example above is incomplete, which it is. It needs the actual link to the Wikipedia. Let's see how exactly the link above is supposed to work if there's no URL that will lead the user to the actual Wikipedia page. So you'll need the anchor element above is incomplete without the hyper attribute, which is a hyperlink reference. So href is hypertext reference. I think I had said hyperlink, hypertext reference, sorry. Used to link to a path or an address where the file is located. Okay. So it looks like that. So opening bracket A space href equals link closing bracket text and then closing tags. Okay, so after the first paragraph, right above the heading of the said species. Wait, right above the heading that says species, add a link that says learn more. Don't add the URL just yet. Okay, so what they're saying, I think, is up here. So A, closing tag open, and then I guess I would need to do this. I assume that's what it's saying to me. Not yet. Oh, it says, wait, you add the link after the paragraph ending in or before species. Did I not? Oh, do I have to add it like right here? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, what? If I just read or jog my memory a little bit more, it says you need to add and learn more. Now it works. Like if I just read again, then it all will become clear. So do that. Okay, now we can add in the rest of the stuff. I get too ahead of myself sometimes. Add the link right there. And then, wait. That doesn't feel right. That doesn't look right to me. But I know it's right. I added the link. So A space this one. Oh, there it goes. Fixed it. I was like, it's supposed to be yellow. And then we added the link and we click run. Oh, and this goes to that. Perfect. Okay. And we'll go to just do that. Well, that looks nice. We're getting somewhere with our knowledge and our power, but I think honestly after we'll say 2.5 hours of yapping and learning, I think we all deserve a brain break. Yeah, we all deserve a bit of a brain break after all this. So what I'm gonna do is go back to my home. My progress. 4%. So today's study plan, about 48 minutes. Wow. But 66%, that's not bad. That's not bad. So we're still getting there. We're doing some good work. And I think, honestly, I'm really excited to see what else we can do with this. Projects? An e-commerce app? Ooh! A fantasy adventure game? Oh, this is part of JavaScript. Make an Instagram app. Create a sign-up system for Wolfgram, aka Instagram for dogs, using React Native. Oh my gosh. Events? Code Academy Coding Hangout? Web Dev Club? Full Stack? 1 hour website build with Sean K. Oh my gosh, wait, this is so cool. It's like a whole community of people. Workspaces? I don't know what that means. Oh, wow. This is really nice. This was a very fun stream. I had a lot of fun. I used my brain, which is saying a lot, but we will save this for next week because I'm telling you, we are all going to become pros. I have my notebook filled with notes. Like, I was writing as we were like doing. So I am pretty pleased about all of this. Glad that we did this together. But until next time, we shall continue even further and maybe even be more faster with our knowledge. So I'll have to check out all these websites you all recommended. CSS tricks and stuff. I'm gonna keep that for later. But friends, we are gonna go on a bit of a rating raid and send some love and hype and positivity over to somebody else. And I actually would love to go raid. Oh my gosh, my throat. I would like to go raid my good friend D, the Amazing, who is currently also fundraising for Hope for Haiti, but is also playing The Sims Big Brother, or technically called D Big Brother Competition Season 2, Episode 4. Things are getting a little bit chaotic in there. It's thundering and lightning. One sim passed out. There's a ghost who's going to the bathroom. Someone's freaking out. I think there's an actual fire on the lot. Sims are all in distress and exhausted, and a sim peed on the floor. So there's a lot going on. And tomorrow's Love Day in The Sims for D. So there's a lot going on. Chaotic. But we love. And you're welcome, Shanna. I'm so glad you had a very fun time here. This is a very good, informative stream indeed. The spring session, week 1, we shall commence even further soon enough. So maybe one day when we're fully done with this whole skill path, we'll work on making like a website or something from scratch and testing our knowledge. This notebook will be filled up with a lot of notes that I cannot wait to utilize next time. But I will see you all on Monday. We are going to be playing Among Us with a couple of friends of mine at 3 p.m. Central, the Simmer group. But until then, have a good rest of your weekend, night, day, wherever you're on the world, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.